Go ahead, Bruce.
All right.
Everybody refresh their screens.
Hey everybody,
You're live,
welcome to
buddy.
the ARP Google Hangout. Can everybody hear me okay?
I can,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, great, thanks.
Yes.
Welcome guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Bruce Martin Gerlach. We have Pippa Wiles, Mark Hyland, and Paula Della Pena. We're going to tell you a little bit about ARP tonight. You know how we're doing with it. I've been in since July, and it's the best thing that I've seen on the internet so far. Hey, Paulie, can you take it for a second?
Yeah, sure. Well,
Excuse me, guys.
what Bruce was saying is he's been in since July. Since July, I got in since August, and what we're building here is there's a guy named Dan Glanville, and what he has been doing is been building systems for the last 10 years. And he built a system back in 2006 called the reverse funnel system. And what he did was he sold a $3,000 product with a $300 a month residual monthly income to use his systems. And he, back in 2006, built a large organization and a lot of people that made a ton of money with his systems. And this was all built with emails. And everybody, as you know, today what you're doing is you're building your list with email addresses and autoresponders, meaning AWeber and GetResponse. And what he has done over the last 3 or 4 years now is he has developed a new system now that has two-way text, SMS text messaging. The new state-of-the-art future, everything's going mobile today, where you could actually build your list via texting, have a high-quality list because there's a process you go through, and then a complete funnel for the top internet money-making companies on the internet today, where you could have these funnels all set up to you through this SMS text messaging. And we all know that, you know, the money is in the list. We have all heard that you have to have a list to make money, but it's very expensive to build that list today. You know, it takes you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to try and get a list. And, you know, the problem, what we're having today is that, you know, everybody's doing it the same way. There's a ton of opportunities out there. The emails are getting saturated. Nobody's opening them anymore. Look what Google has done now. They actually have separated their inboxes, the primary social promotions. Most people that are trying to make money online opt into, they're on 15 or 20 other people's lists. So what's the problem today? I mean, if you got a great opportunity and you get it in the eyes of somebody, they opt into your list, right? Now all of a sudden, you know, they get the follow-up emails and stuff like that. What's the chances they're even going to see your emails today? You know, the open rates are like 1%, you know, and even if they do open up your email and think you have a great opportunity, the second problem with this is they're going to Google, finding out who the top leaders or the gurus are on that company, and they're going to seek out them because they want to be with a top leader. You know, they may be giving bonuses or gifts out to make them join them. And, of course, they're going to be with the top leaders because they want to succeed, right? So what's the chances of those people joining you in any opportunity you're using? Probably slim to none, right? So all of you that are doing this, you got to see what I'm talking about because we're all having the same problems, okay? So by using the text messaging and this system, this platform, auto recruiting platform, we are separating ourselves from what everybody else is doing, okay? And I know for a fact, you know, there's a lot of people in here I know about that, you know, one particular big guru out there is saying, you know, look what everybody's doing, look at them, and then do the opposite. Well, that's what every one of us on this panel has done. We've chosen to do what not everybody else is doing. We're one of the 3%ers now, okay? So to go by, to go back to explain what this system is, I break it down into three separate ways, okay? I break it down to the list building part of it, okay? Then there's the funnels, and then the last part of it is the traffic, which is the most important part. Now, everybody knows that traffic is the hardest part, to do. It costs a lot of money. A lot of it's garbage. A lot of it's recycled and reused, okay? But Bruce will touch on that at the last part of this. But let me talk about how our system captures and you build a high-quality list via text messaging, okay? So a lot of you guys who have opted into our websites or anybody's website here that has brought you to this hangout tonight, you were given a link. You opted in. You put your cell phone number in. That cell phone number was verified, okay? You went through a series of videos. Through those videos, it took you to a next step where you had to pay $4.95 to see the presentation. Okay? Why do we do that? Well, one reason is we're getting rid of the tire kickers. Okay? If somebody's going to pay $4.95 to see what's on the other side, that's a highly targeted lead. That is a lead that you would have to pay $10 for. Okay? So by them paying the $4.95, they are brought to an application where there's 22 questions on there. They fill it out, answer it all, and it's sent to us. And we are able to look at the application and actually know who's going to be on a list and what they're looking to accomplish. If they're looking to make a certain kind of income, what struggles have they had, and so on and so on and so on. See the power in this? You actually are getting to know that person. And by getting to know them, it'll be a lot better way to understand what their needs are and how you can help them out. So at that point, you could either accept the application or you could deny it. Now, I have only denied one so far because the guy was being a jokester on it and, he didn't look serious, so I denied it. But all my apps I accepted. And it goes over to corporate for a second review. All right, so corporate will look at this, meaning Don, and he'll, in a few hours or so, he'll accept it, and you will get this text. That person who opted in will get a text, and they will go on to the presentation to see what ARP is all about. Okay, they go through a series of videos there, then they go see the compensation plan, and then they're off to the last page where they could sign up and it becomes a sale. Now, what this system is doing, on average now, we have a little over 1,000 people in it now. I know I said 800 last week, but this is growing like a weed, so it's over 1,000 now, all right? Our numbers are running, now get this, get a pen, all right, from opt-in to paid app, we are running on average at 18%. From paid app to sale, our system is running 26%. That's right, 26% I said. Nowhere in the industry this could be done anywhere. Most companies only running at 1 or 2%. If you're getting 3%, you're doing well. I mean, internet marketing companies don't even tell you what their conversions are because they're so low. They're running about 1%. But everything's transparent in our back offices here. And we see every part of the presentation because it is divided up in buckets. We see when you opt in, when you pay the app, we see the paid app, we approve them, we see when you're in the presentation. We are seeing you every step to the end of the sale. And this way, also, we are able to build a little communication back and forth via text. Why I say via text is text messages are open. 97.5% of text messages are open within 5 seconds. Everybody is texting. Everybody. And what is everybody, once your phone rings and everything, what's everybody always grabbing? They're looking for their phones and they're looking at the texts. So these people are getting it right in front of their face right there. and people love to text, so they text back. I get conversations daily with my list, and I've built a relationship with them. So doing it this way is really separating ourselves from what everybody else is doing. The power in this is unbelievable. That at that time, they're able to, build a long-lasting relationship with you. This is all set up for multiple streams of income. So, if they don't join your ARP opportunity, you may have an Empower Network or, a Wake Up Now or, Explosive. There may be something else that they will be interested in, and you could all text them straight from your back office. Now, I was talking about the funnels before. The funnels that we have here are all set up the same way. I mean, we're going to have an Empower Network funnel all set up like the ARP one, but it'll be all Empower Network. We'll have like 15 different of the best opportunities out on the internet today. All pre-made, all set up, just like the ARP funnel, all with the two-way text messaging. Also, in this beta 1 stage right now, you're getting a lot, okay? You're also getting a $10,000 custom funnel, all right? So if you have your own products, or there's not a funnel back there that is an opportunity you're involved in, you could actually take that custom funnel. Now, and if you went to Don to make one of these funnels, it would cost you $10,000, but you're getting it, you're getting it in this package when you join. And that might be going away in Beta 2 here. Beta 2 is going to be probably coming up here this week sometime. And, I'm doing these hangouts, and I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to explain the value of what you're getting with this. Okay? This is a $2,500 a month a system if you were to go out and purchase it. Just the two-way texting alone you couldn't get. Okay? So back to my custom funnels. The custom funnel that you get, if you have a product or a company you're involved with and there's not a funnel back there, you actually can customize it for yourself. Okay? Brand yourself. All you have to do is make some videos in there, and you'll have all the tools back there. All the tools you don't have to do anything. Everything's point and click and all easy explanations. Change fonts, change colors, set it up the way you want to set it up for the product or service or the company you're involved with. Brand yourself, okay, and build your list with that. But between the list building part and the funnel part, that's the two areas that ARP is giving you. Because I'm getting a lot of questions saying, well, what am I getting? Is it software, whatever? You're getting a lot. Like I said, you're getting list building, you're getting funnels and opportunities and network marketing companies already preload. And then the best part is the traffic. Okay? The traffic, I'm going to take a drink of water and I'm going to let Bruce talk about the traffic. But wait till you hear this, because this traffic you cannot get anywhere. So Bruce, take it over, buddy.
Sure, man. Real quick though, before I get into traffic, I apologize. I had to jump off for a second before. I've been in since July, and when I first got involved in this, I was looking to get involved in the internet with internet marketing because I was a network marketer, and I was tired of recruiting people to failure. And I've said this before, but it got to a point where I was just looking to brand myself online and start marketing ClickBank products or whatever it took, so that I didn't get people involved in things that I knew they were going to fail at. And what we got to think about is why are people failing? I mean, we all know the statistics are like 97% failure rate in the industry. Now that could be for a lot of reasons. It could be because people aren't doing anything and they're joining opportunities they do nothing. Maybe they don't talk to enough people, or maybe they talk to the wrong people. But again, like Paulie said, it's all based on traffic. It's about duplication. If you can't duplicate, basically it's because you can't get your opportunity in front of enough people. And if you're jumping around from opportunity to opportunity, it's really not the solution, because it's not the opportunity, because all the work's the same. The problem is to solve the initial problem, and that's traffic, and we have that here. So when I got involved in ARP in July, When I saw the power in the system and everything that it could do, and and the sales that I was making, and I honestly went out on Facebook and I just posted ads because I didn't go to one friend, because I wanted to see that the system worked and that it actually converted with complete strangers. And it happened for me. My first week I signed up 3 people, 2 of which I didn't know, one of which said, "Hey, what are you promoting?" He called me up and he joined. So I had 3 people in my first week, which I was ecstatic. And I'm getting all these text messages that Paulie spoke about when they're opting in. I'm getting a text message, and Pippa's going to tell you that, well, because we want to hear from Pippa. She's brand new. They're verifying their PIN. You get a text message. They fill out they paid for the app. You get a text message. And it goes on from completing the app on through all the video presentations. So you know what's going on in your business. So for instance, if you call somebody and you say, "Hey, why don't you take a look at this?" You don't have to keep on bothering them to know if they did or not, because you know if they opted in or if they didn't. You just do. It's going to text you and let you know. So if you go back to them, you already know they didn't look, or you knew they looked. So it's a powerful tool to have, to know what's going on in your business, that you're just not handing out links blindly and you have no idea if people are even clicking on them. So that was the one thing that I liked about the system. So people are struggling, like I was saying, because of traffic. Now, we have everything complete. I mean, this is a marketing hub. It's a mobile marketing platform. This is a hub to market anything online from one place. You're going to have all the tools that you need to do the work. And you got to think about network marketing is work, and if you were going to dig a hole, that's work. So if you're going to dig a hole with your hands, that's a lot of work. But get a shovel or a bulldozer or a backhoe, and it's a lot easier to dig a hole. Then you make progress. So you need the tools to do the job, and we have the system in place with everything you need all in one location, which is really helpful because you don't need an autoresponder. You don't have to link anything to your autoresponder and create follow-up messages and all the stuff that goes along with, just creating a landing page to market something. Now, this is a system that has everything in place, like we said, and I'm going to talk about the traffic in a second. But if you're marketing on the internet and you have an opportunity and you have a link to hand out, and you get into one of these free systems or a low-cost system, and this isn't $2,500 a month, by the way. I just wanted to say that because, Paulie, it's worth $2,500 a month, if not more. But it's not $2,500 a month. But you can get a system and you can get landing pages to market an opportunity. But here's the problem: you still have to hand out a link. You still have a link to give somebody, whether it's the link from the opportunity or the link from the new landing page that you linked your opportunity to, and it directs them to the opportunity. So we got to get traffic to them. And the problem, like Paulie said, with traffic is you don't know what you're buying. It's recycled, it's reused, it's saturated. You're buying traffic from lead providers, and you're hoping that they're honestly giving you what you're asking for. Targeted traffic to make money online, niche, or internet marketing. You're hoping that you're getting the right leads that are going to convert to your offer. The problem is a lot of solo ad providers are selling leads, and you don't even know how big their list is, so you don't know how many people are getting constantly pitched with opportunities as they're sending things to their list over and over and over. They're just reselling solo ads. So it's tough. You would hope that they tell you the truth and that you're getting what you're paid for, but unfortunately there's people that get paid to click in third world countries. So if you're seeing a lot of foreign clicks, you're probably getting fake traffic. There's robots they're just clicking. So we have a traffic source that is actually a media firm that you can't Google on the internet. You cannot find this. It's not available to average marketers. The minimum commitment, and we're talking a monthly commitment to do business with this company, is $10,000 a month. Now that's a lot of money for most marketers to commit to. We're worried about committing to $500 for a solo ad. Imagine, $10,000. So Don Glanville has given us the resources that we need to have success. He's giving us the resources that he uses. He's been getting on call since June when he opened this up, 5 days a week, twice a day, once on Fridays. Now, what's that about 6 months now, Paul? From June?
Yeah, about 6
July?
months. Yeah.
June. Yeah, about 6 months. He's been getting on 5 days a week, every day. He's charged everybody once. He hasn't rebilled because we're testing the system. We're making sure that we get all the glitches out and that the system functions 100% when we send our $150,000 worth of leads to the system. So here's a guy that's collected no money over the past 6 months except for our initial subscription, and he's giving us his lead source, and he's giving us all the tools that he uses to make 7 figures online. I don't know of any other gurus out there that are giving out their sources and resources to anybody, but this is truly not like anything you've ever done before. So our first lead co-op, like I said, topped off at $150,000. I mean, it just blows my mind. The growth that's going to happen from this company, from that alone, we're probably going to see about 5,000 new people sign up before December. And then we're anticipating that to be the average about $100,000 to $300,000 worth of leads per month. As this rolls out, everybody's getting in the system. They're just buying leads. This thing is going to grow like crazy. So you can either be a part of that growth or you're going to watch the growth. Either way, you're going to be one of the two. You're either going to watch it or you're going to be a part of it, without a doubt, because this thing is going to grow like crazy. And it doesn't matter if you're new. It doesn't matter if you're a top marketer, because if you're a top marketer, you still have the same problem that we all have. Not everybody can duplicate. And if you can't duplicate, you don't have growth. And people fail and they drop out and they go on to the next shiny ball. So it's for the newbie and it's for the top marketer, the professional. Okay, so you can come into this system like I did. I posted some ads and I got sales. And we have a guest on the line. She's new. She's been in for a couple weeks, and that's what she's been doing. And I'd like to introduce her. And Pippa Wiles, she's got a couple sales under her belt in the last couple weeks. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on with your business and how you like the system and how you're getting all those text messages and alerts as your business is growing.
Okay.
Welcome, and thanks for hanging out with us, Pippa.
All right, Pippa.
Thank you very much. Yes. And thanks for the invitation. Here, representing the ladies, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience with ARP. As Bruce has said, I'm very new at this. Just joined recently. Yes, I have sales under my belt already. And just as exciting, I've got a lot of people in my funnel. This is before I've even done any paid advertising. And it's what I believe is that the product is speaking for itself. I was absolutely blown away when I saw it, even though it looks a bit blokey. I figured out how to make it work too. And it's basically two businesses. The thing that attracted me to it initially was a way for me to be able to use it in my other businesses, particularly Empower. I do have other businesses as well, and I believe there'll be customized funnels specifically for those as well. So it's ideal for people just starting out as well who aren't able to do that. But it's much more efficient lead conversion as well, and you get to keep the relationship there. I just love getting all those text messages, especially in the middle of the night in Australia, when people are going through my funnel. But, it's working in a good way. But what it also means is that if they're getting stuck at any stage, I can jump in and text message them and help support them through all of that and find out where the sticking points are and what it would take for them to move further forward. And as Paulie was saying, it's all about building relationships with the people who will be with you in this business and many businesses beyond. The other part that I really love about it is that this is also a business, and it's a top quality product. And what I do like is that they do screen out the people who would not be using this to its full potential. This is a high quality product, and it should be used for marketing high quality items as well. And I think that the actual platform itself there's nothing else like it. It's robust, and it's here for the long term. And the things that they've put in place already are just astounding. We're still in beta 1, and pretty soon we're going to be moving into beta 2. So if you wanted to get in and get all the advantages that beta 1 offer for lifetime, please do it now. Get with the person who introduced you to this product, and do yourself a favor and jump in and buy it right now. So thank you for the opportunity, and I'm just loving it. Thoroughly recommend it. Okay, back to you guys.
All right, Pippa. Good to hear from you. I know Pippa from like a year ago through BIM, so she's really doing well. She came on board about, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, right, Pippa? You're pretty. You're not even a month yet, right?
Oh, nowhere near a month. Yeah.
Yeah. So and look, she's been just sharing it through Facebook, and I mean the traffic hasn't even gone out. But I wanted to touch on one thing also with this traffic, right? What makes it so awesome is that the company that we use, or that Don's using, is a large media company, okay? And all they do, this is all they do. They have millions and millions of leads and traffic they could get, and we are specializing in the make money online, or home or work at home opportunities. Anything health related is also big with this traffic. But we have a non-compete clause. That means with the amount of traffic, I guess after 50,000 it is a month, Bruce. I think that was a number. 50,000. We were able to get a non-compete clause, so nobody else could get these leads. We're the first to get them. All right, and these leads are written by professionals. Okay, now all of us aren't advertising experts, and we don't know how to really put a campaign together to get that ad that you're running so targeted that they're actually going out and they're finding the people. It's finding the people what they're looking for. For example, it's like these ads that this media company is writing for us are just geared to our specific ARP system for this one anyway. Okay, so it's written professionally by experts that when the ad is out there, it matches the offer. So when those people click on that ad, it's what they're looking for. They're clicking on it because it's so professionally written. Okay, you can't do that on your own because we're not ad experts. These are guys that do this for a living, and that's what they specialize in. So I just want to point that out. Yeah, did I say it was $2,500 a month? No way close to that.
No, you said that it's worth that.
No,
but I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, it's worth that if you were to go out and buy it. Yeah, it's nowhere near that, but I don't want to make you sound like it's $2,500 a month. No, not at all. But I just want to stress to the fact that 97% of the people online don't make a dollar. And it is so hard today, so hard, because number one, if you're not experienced, or you don't have the time, or you don't have the money, it's going to be very hard for you to make a full-time living online with this. You need to pump about $5,000 to $10,000 alone monthly in advertising. That's just in advertising. Where do you even start? Okay, where do you know what you're looking for? Where to advertise? Because most of it is, most of it's really garbage. To tell you the truth, it's garbage. Solo ads are run dry. Everything out there that they're selling. Anything that is real good and real powerful, nobody's going to share with you. That's the truth. Okay, if somebody's having a really good results with traffic, they're not going to share it with you. They're going to keep it for themselves. So, think about that too when you're buying traffic on your own. Buying 100 clicks for $50. I mean, what? Nothing cheap is good. I mean, if it's that easy, everybody'd be making a fortune online. So, back to what the system does for you, it really gives you the time and the freedom because everything is really automated. Once this gets launched in January 1st, I mean, this whole system is going to be like set up. So you just sign up. It gets you redirected right to the traffic site. You buy a couple of traffic packs, okay? And within hours, you could be making money, having a cash flow. And you scale up from there. Just go out, buy more traffic. It's converting at every, 1 to 4? Or 1 to 3 now, right? Everybody that pays the app, 1 person out of 3 you get a sale. That's what our system is converting at. Those are true numbers. We see it all in our back office. Everybody involved in ARP knows it. Some are getting higher, some are getting lower, but the average is, like I said at the beginning, 18% from opt-in to paid app, 18%. Paid app to sell, it's running 26%. Where are you going to find those numbers? Where? So if, we'll save you a lot of time here because, once you go through this funnel and you've been doing this for some time, you're going to get it. It's going to hit you. A light bulb's going to go off and say, this is what I need, okay? If it's not, then you're not ready for that. That's fine, too. Maybe you have to go get, a couple battle scars on your back and, get a little frustration and go through a bunch of money and, find out the hard way that, it's very, very difficult. We've all been there. Everyone on this panel has been there. Every one of us. When we went through the funnel, it hit us. The light went off. Said, this is what we need. All frustration has gone out the window. All this wasted money has gone out the window. And now we got actually a system that could build a highly, highly targeted list and have a relationship with those lists. So in the future, as we're growing and these people are coming in, we're getting the money in a couple hours. I mean, if I want to take them into another opportunity, a month, 3 months, 6 months down the road from there, a year down the road from now, don't you think they're going to follow me? You got to prove it to the people that it works, okay? And this is it. This is the only thing I'm doing right now, okay? I'm building up my list with ARP. It's giving me nicely, it's earning me almost really good money, monthly residual income right now. And, I'm going to build up that list, and then what's going to happen is, I'm going to start getting into some other funnels and some other companies, and, my list, we're going to take everybody on my list, and we'll go join this, and, we're going to be earning money from several different streams. There'll be a multiple income stream opportunity, just because, why? Look how many great companies all of a sudden, they run dry after a while. Okay, you may be in a great company right now, and there's a lot of great ones out there, a lot of great ones. But what happens is there's so many members. There's only so many members that could get in there, and why everybody could be making money until it runs dry, or something new comes out that replaces it, and it fizzles out and dies. I mean, what happens if your company is not working anymore, or they go out of business? What are you going to do with your list? What's going to happen to your list? If the list is going to die, you're going to start all over again? Or you got to find another opportunity? At least in this, everybody's in one place. One place. And if a company goes out of business, you're not worried about it because you got something else you can go right into. Don right now has about, because he's on the inside, okay? He deals with the network marketing companies. He knows of 10 companies coming out in 2014 that has some awesome, awesome stuff, and we could be on the first ones on the ground floor to get in these companies. take a whole ARP organization and just follow through with it. You know the money and the income streams we could have is unbelievable. Don't miss this boat, really. Go get back to the person you got here. There's an access code button down below here. It's linked to the person that invited you. Go back in the funnel. Sit in a quiet room. Really listen to it. Listen to the whole presentation. Pay the app fee. It's $4.95. It's cheaper than a value meal at McDonald's. If you're serious about making money online, $4.95 shouldn't scare you away. Okay? That is only there to keep the tire kickers away. So, a lot of people want to come and look just to see what's on the other side. Keeps the tire kickers out. All right? So the person's got the credit card out already. You know that person on your list just paid a $4.95 app fee. So they're serious about making money online. Those are the people you want to work with today, don't you? You don't want to work with people that are looking for free stuff. So with that, Mark, what's been going on with you? I know,
Hi.
Yeah, why don't you talk a little bit with how ARP has been working for you? You just got to sell today.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. No, it's very exciting. One of the biggest assets or benefits and largest features that I see in ARP is that this is a foundation for everything else. I get the comment early on when I introduce this to somebody. They usually come back with the comment that they don't have time for anything more. They're fully devoted to whatever they're doing now, their main product, trying to keep the main thing their main thing. And my explanation is that's exactly what ARP is all about. It's the foundation for getting your traffic and converting to sales so that you can spend your time and devote your time on the committed members below you. And retention is far more important than the initial. You can spend so much time going out for trying to attract people and so forth, but retention is far more important. And I find it very interesting to develop chats with a young fellow, Johnny, that came on today. I've chatted with him for over a week or so, off and on, and I started out helping him with some issues. He's fairly new to internet marketing. I was helping him with some issues that he had he was wondering how to go about doing solo ads and how to pick a good solo ad owner, and I was explaining to him about it's very important with solo ads to get to know the person that's offering it, to know that they've got a large enough list that isn't saturated, and many of those facets. And then eventually I got into what I was doing for traffic and sales. And so then I hadn't given him a link or indicated anything to him. All of a sudden he says, "Oh, wait a minute, what are you doing?" So then he asked for the link, and I started explaining to him what ARP was all about. That it wasn't here to replace, and Don has mentioned this on several occasions. It's very important for ARP to provide and to come across as a support, a foundation for whatever your product is, whatever your service is, and to support and complement what you are doing, not replace. So I think that's one of the key things. If you want to simplify whatever you're doing now, whatever your product and service is, you're spending a lot of time on trying to work with the email that's not working anymore. Like Paulie said, 98% are not opened. With ARP, 98% are responded to very quickly. So there's quite a difference. You aren't going to get any sales or any conversion unless you initially get them to look. They've got to come in, they've got to look at what you're all about, see the product, see the foundation, get a little explanation of it before they even have an opportunity to convert for you. So I am a networking type of person. I love chatting, dealing with people that are fresh and new. I've been in internet marketing for over 10 years, part-time. Been very serious with the BIM for about 3 years, full-time for over a year now. So this is fresh, new, coming out with the SMS text messaging to cell phones. People don't change their phone numbers they nearly as often as they change their email address. So you know that you have value when you capture a text phone number, a cell phone number, and you have that for life. It's opted into you, and regardless of what their situation is, if they can't go with one offer, there may be something else later on. Don had talked about somebody that put him on kind of a back burner, was gone, and from him, he didn't hear from him, I think for about 2 years. All of a sudden he comes back and gained new interest and signed on. So you never know. I am a very patient. You can tell I've been around the block a few times. I've fallen off the turnip truck a few times. So, but I have the patience to not high pressure anybody. I believe in I used to be a mechanical engineer. I did automation systems and so forth. So I marketed from the standpoint of, if this isn't successful for you, if it doesn't prove itself and recover your cost, then there's no purpose in it at all. And that's what this is all about. It gives you a base in marketing for whether you're dealing with brick and mortar, offline, or internet, online. It doesn't matter. Any business, any interest, any hobby, anything that you want to promote and build, this gives you that foundation to present and put it in front of people who are serious, targeted, qualified, ready to buy prospects, and they're going to they're serious about getting connected and joining something. All you have to do is find out what they're all about, what their frustrations are. With the young gentleman that just joined today, he had some very serious frustrations. A lot of things that he had tried in the past had not been working. So he was very excited when he got in, and you guys have seen him on on the soundboard and so forth in our group. He's just he's going to just blow this out of the water. I mean, he's digging in and he's learning as fast as he can. He's very excited to be involved. And I know I don't want to command all the time, but that's the key thing that I wanted to present tonight is it's not here to replace. It's here to complement. It can certainly be your sole income stream, but it doesn't have to be. It can be initially a support, and you can have your own custom funnels for whatever you do, any product, any service, and the funnel will work in the same fashion. And this is a funnel that works within an hour's time, a few minutes from when somebody finishes the app and they get fully approved, and they go through, they start through the funnel of 3 videos and explains everything then they're offered an opportunity, and they can make a decision to join or leave. But it's not drawn out over several days or a week. I've seen some funnels that have been, it's like 8 days. You know, every couple days they get another email, and this happens like right now. So you're going to know what you're dealing with in a short period of time. The same funnel that you go through is the same funnel that's going to work for your prospects. So we're very serious, and we're going to make some serious headways in the industry. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Let me point on something. I got to point out something you said. The gentleman you signed up today, right? You said
yes.
You knew what his struggles were. Now,
yes.
How did you know his struggles from his application he filled out? So, just
right.
This is what I'm talking about, guys.
Right.
By doing this, it's a $10 lead. You know what this guy's struggles are. So
right.
You're right off the bat, bam, you were there to help him and solve some of his problems and have
right.
an answer for him. If you
right.
were doing this via email, you would have known that.
No.
You would have probably never got a sale from something like that, from that running it through an autoresponder. No
right.
way. But here is a perfect example what this system could do for you, or anybody, because you got
right.
that app right there. It tells you what their struggles are, what their frustrations are, how much money they've spent on advertising. It is such a powerful tool. You're right there on the spot. Why they're hot? Because you're getting text messages right there on the spot. And you could help that person right there, at that instance of when they need the help, and have the answer for them right there. And all of a sudden, what happens? They listen. They listen, and then they go finish through. That is the power.
And it's a two-way. It's a two-way street on that. Is that you can see right up front who are the serious ones, who's giving serious answers, legitimate, truthful answers. And who are just there to kind of test and try things out. We're not here, and ARP isn't here just for trials. This is jump on board, get serious, and move forward with your product and services. Now, I usually, Polly, I usually chat quite a bit with them before they even get to the application stage. So I know a little bit about what they have been doing, and I usually try to key in on some of the frustrations that they have, and then eventually it leads to, well, I don't have those frustrations anymore. Let me show you why and what I'm using.
Exactly.
And then they fill out the application. Then you get the nuts and bolts, 1 through 22, listed questions and answers. And you can key in and chat further with them to fine-tune it. And I have several people that really have some very low-level goals and objectives. And I go back to them and tell them, you've got to really increase your goals and objectives. You're not nearly as aggressive enough. You know, this will take you much further than that. You know, they might be talking about $5 grand a month or something. It would be you know, satisfactory for them. And I usually go back and tell them, you're just not dreaming big enough. You know, let me really show you what the possibilities are. So it's very exciting to meet new people, chat with them, go through the application questions and so forth, and then you know you've got some quality. Because these aren't just members; these are partners with you. So it's key to understand how they're going to work with you to develop the rest of your team. Thank you, Polly.
Yep, that is absolutely true. No problem. Hey, Bruce, you know what I wanted you to touch on a little bit? The traffic packs. How much they cost? What are you getting with the traffic packs?
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
So in case people don't get afraid, like, oh, the traffic must cost like thousands of dollars. Not at all, right?
No. But
once again, this is not this is not an opportunity. This is a system to plug in your opportunity to. and get and be able to get traffic to it too. So yeah, touch on the traffic packs a little bit.
Sure. Real quick though, Pippa, I know you said you had to leave around quarter of, and I just wanted to let you know that it's like it's like 10 of. So did you have anything you wanted to share before you left? Because I just wanted to let you know that.
Yeah, great. Thanks for that. Yeah, sorry guys, I do have to go. I did want to just say that this is a system that's been built over time for the long term and will continue to incorporate all the newest advances and technologies to make sure that it stays ahead of anything else that's out there in the marketplace. And that if you're actually going to be using this for your business, you're giving yourself a distinct advantage. It pays for itself over and over and over again. With all the extra sales and everything that you've got. And also, I just wanted to reiterate what Mark was saying about the relationship building. It's actually brought the internet back home again, to the almost, getting to know everybody all over again instead of just being an email address. You're dealing with people and you're getting to form relationships with them. I have friends from all this, and it just gives you all the tools to be able to do that. And yeah, it's an absolutely outstanding product. So thank you very much, guys. I'm really sorry I have to go. And
No problem.
Catch you again on the next time. Nice to meet you, Mark, and
Thanks
Bruce
for
and
coming
Polly,
on tonight,
and
Pippa.
you're very welcome. Catch you
Thanks,
again
Pippa.
soon. Take care. Bye.
All right. See you later.
All right. Have a great night.
Thanks for hanging with us.
Thanks. You too. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. I did want to touch on, the subject that Mark was on, because that's the reason why I got started here in ARP and the traffic too, because I was looking for resources to build my business. And all the leads I was buying weren't converting. They weren't doing anything. They'd opt in and they joined my list, and then I wouldn't get any sales out of them. And I know when to call it quits. I see something and I realize, all right, I can't keep on throwing money at this, good money at bad money. So I don't end up going overboard. I go on looking for something else. And I ran into my sponsor, and I said, did you ever look at this particular program that sold leads? I mentioned to him. He's like, yeah, but you got to check out this ARP. And I was like, ARP, what's that? Because it was basically a month old at the time, and everything's an acronym, so it's like you're trying to keep up with all these acronyms. So he said that, we got the best traffic out there, you got to check this out. And I went through the funnel, and I got joined with less than 48 hours. I got right in because of the resources, because it had what I was looking for. I met a guy online the other day. He opted into my funnel, Paulie, and he's in an opportunity. He's trying to build the opportunity, and he's struggling. And he joined another opportunity that had, was system funnels, or not funnels, but landing pages and stuff, So I said, so you got involved in this other company to help build your primary company? He said, yeah. I said, okay, so how much advertising dollars do you have? How much cash flow do you have? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, money to advertise, money to buy leads, money for traffic. Do you have any money to build your business? And he said, no. And I told him, well, you better get to work, because you have 2 subscriptions you got to pay at the end of the month. But the problem with your landing page system company that you joined is they don't provide any resources. So you still have a link to hand out, and that's what I was talking about earlier on in the hangout. You still got a link that you got to hand out. So which link are you going to pick? The one with the landing page, or the one that takes them right to the company? It's all the same. If you don't have the traffic and you don't have the cash flow, you're out of business. There's a saying, and I'll probably get it wrong. There's a saying that if you don't have prospects, you don't have customers, right? If you don't have customers, you don't have a business. So you got to have the resources to build a business. We're all, so many of us are scratching at the dirt trying to build our businesses, trying to dig a hole. We need shovels. And that's the bottom line. And when I saw that, it made all the sense in the world to me to stop promoting and trying to recruit to an opportunity that didn't have the resources. It didn't have what people needed in order to have success. And I stopped. And now I just promote ARP because it just makes sense to give someone the resources they need to build their business. And here's the thing that a lot of people aren't talking about, Paulie and Mark. There's a lot of competition going on out there with blogging, right, and with the people that are building lists, because they're all emailing. Everybody's on like 20 lists, right? So if you're emailing to these people and they're on your autoresponder, you're competing with all the gurus, because guaranteed, I'm on a guru's list. I'm on good 15, 20 lists. I've been opting out lately because I don't even read my emails anymore. I got 5 email accounts. I don't even look at them anymore. I just look to see if I got a sale, and if I don't, I click everything and erase it. I'm just looking for sales now. It's not even about any value in the emails. So you're competing when you're blogging with the top people, and you're competing in your email autoresponder sequences. So it doesn't make sense to compete when you don't have to. But what's going to happen with ARP is everybody's going to start building their Empower Network businesses and their other companies and other opportunities with the funnels in the system. We're going to be buying these leads that are going to convert really high, and everybody's going to be having a lot of success with these systems, and we're going to have the automation, and the thing is going to grow like crazy because we have the automation and we have the resources. So now all of a sudden, if you're not in ARP and you're trying to promote your opportunity, you're competing against people that have automation and have resources and have the right targeted traffic that's converting. So, let's say you have an opportunity and Paulie's got an opportunity and he's using ARP. Where are they going to go? They're going to join Paulie because he's got the resources that are going to give them success. So
you know how I look at it, Bruce? Sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You know how I look at it? It's like, systems make businesses work, okay? That's like opening up like a small business for yourself that's selling hamburgers and open up next to McDonald's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like McDonald's don't have the best hamburgers in the world, but they have a system in place that practically some of the owners don't even know really how it operates. Why is McDonald's so popular? Why, when you could shell out a couple $1 million on a McDonald's and instantly make money? It's because they have the right system in place. Systems make the business work, and with ARP, that's what we have. It's like opening up your own hamburger store right next to a McDonald's. You may have a better hamburger, but you're gonna lose out to them because they have the system in place. But I just want to put that 2 cents in. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's good, because you filled in the blank. And there's a Little Caesars pizzeria near us that sells $5 pizzas. They're not good. They're not good at all. But everybody's going there, and all the mom and pop stores that are making their own dough and hand tossing the pies, and they're using the better cheese and the better tomatoes. And I used to own a pizzeria, so I know all about it. You can't compete with that when you're trying to sell a $12 or $15 pie, because you can only drop your prices to like $10, and so it's the system. Little Caesars has a system, hot and ready. It's like McDonald's. So we have a system here that you're going to end up competing against, because we're going to have all the resources to have success and give our people success, which is really what it's all about. We want to have people get involved with us and get results, and you're going to get that here with ARP.
How much are the traffic packs again?
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, you can get a traffic pack for $100. So, here we are getting these quality exclusive leads with a no compete clause. We're spending over $50,000, and this is our first lead co-op, our first media buy, and we spent $150,000, and you can buy $100 worth of leads. So it's affordable, so you can get started. You can get your leads and this is what's going to duplicate. It's simple as joining, buying a traffic pack, and getting a sale or 2 or 3 or 4, right? And then taking that money, that commission, and buying more leads. And everybody that comes in is going to do that. Imagine the growth if you get 10 people in and they all get one person, and then a week later they all get one person, and it just grows exponentially. So it's all about duplication, like I was saying before. If you don't have something simple and you don't have the resources to duplicate, it's a lot of work.
And this for $100, you get 20 to 25 verified cell phone numbers. It's not views, it's not clicks. You actually are getting opt-ins, so they are on your list, locked in. They're for $100, 20 to 25 opt-ins. That is like unbelievable. So they're locked in your list. Eventually, they're going to turn around. Even when this thing goes viral, you know, we don't. Like I said last week, we don't bother our opt-ins because, you know what? Maybe they're not ready. Like I said before, you know, maybe they got to get some battle scars on them and learn the hard way and get a little frustrated and go through some money, and then, you know what? We know these people are coming back because once this thing launches and goes viral, you know, everybody's going to be jumping on this. Because why? Because they're going to see that we're getting results. This system gets results. Bottom line, end of the sentence, period, end of the sentence. That's it.
Everybody's going to be in this, Paulie. Everybody's going to be in it.
And you know, we got some big-time marketers already in this system. You know what? Some of them have to join because they have to join. They're losing their downlines. You know, they're losing people. So, you know, either the old saying, some people are saying you could sit on the sidelines or get in the game. I think it's time to get in the game. And this is really the last week you could get in beta 1, I'm thinking. We're real close to everything. It's probably not a better time. You don't even have to. You could just get in, learn the system this week a little bit. The traffic's going to open up. Buy as much traffic as you want, and watch sales come in. And it doesn't get any easier than that. And it'll give you the time and the money to go enjoy your life, not sitting back of a computer all day trying to build a business. And God forbid you go away, you know, for a week someplace because you made some money. And, you know, who's going to watch your business? Because people are asking, where do I start? You can't even go out and enjoy your vacation. If you go away, you're going to see people dropping out from your downline because you decided to take a business and you had nobody, you know, filling in for you while you're gone. You know, we have a whole community in the back office that you could go away. The community is there to help you. It's the best community I've been around. So, you know, they're there to answer your questions. It's really nothing to do with this. It's buy traffic, get in. It's totally automated for you. If you don't know how to sell, you don't like get on the phones, if you don't have sales experience, it doesn't matter. The system does the selling for you. You don't have to do anything. So, I don't know. With that, we're up on the hour. I don't want to go too long. Any final closing things? I know we got Thanksgiving coming up this week. I want to wish everybody in the United States, of course, a very happy Thanksgiving to all. I hope you guys enjoy your turkeys and stuff like that. You know, and you know, just click the link below here, get started, go through the system, see the presentation. I mean, don't let this pass you by. You'll be kicking yourself. You're really going to be kicking yourself.
We're selling results here, Paulie.
Anything for you guys?
No, I was just saying we're selling results here.
It's all about results, and that's what we're doing.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And you mentioned Paulie, when you go away, everybody has their cell phones with them, so they're not ever really away. You can always maintain contact with your partners, so you always have that.
Well, it's going to be the next trend. You know, mobile marketing is going to be huge. Email's kind of fizzling out. I'm not saying it's going away. I mean, people are still making money with it, but just not as much. And the same with you know, marketing on Google and with search engine optimization. You know, people got killed with that because everything changes too quickly. You know, so here we are at the next trend, mobile marketing. You know, you can be a part of it or you can watch it. And I don't mean that to be arrogant, but that's really the truth of the matter. You can either be a part of it, you know, or watch it explode and try and get in, you know, and be a part of it. So the link at the bottom is tied into the person that referred you here. You know, if you came through somebody else's link, you can click on Get Access, go through the funnel. You know, pay the $4.95 app, fill out the app, and see what happens. It's going to blow you away. Anything else, guys?
To sum it up. This is your ARP is your front door. Like I said, I stated at the beginning, and you know, list building. Your list is your most important thing. Okay, the money is in the list. We all know that. Okay, this is the front door to build up your list. Once they go through the door, just imagine going through the door and then having a wide variety of all different stuff you can sell them, whatever you want to sell them, and you'll have that list forever. I mean, it's one place that they go to, and like I said before, if a business closes or something happens to one, or the people leave, or whatever happens, you still got your list. You still got other products there. You got multiple streams of income, and man, it doesn't get better than that. And with that, in closing, I guess we're done for this week, and we can see you next week. Mark, I think, you know, you wore that hat last week.
That's
right.
I got
to ask you this. Okay, I got to ask you this, because now Christmas and the holiday season's coming on. I think starting December, with that beard, you're looking like somebody I know. I think you should start changing hats for next month.
Yeah, I've got a granddaughter. I've got a granddaughter that wants me to grow it longer.
Yeah, I bet she does.
Yeah.
All right,
no,
guys.
That's great. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
You too, and everybody watching there. We will see you next Sunday again at 8 p.m. Give this 15 minutes. The replay will be posted up if you want to watch it again or you missed part of it. You can watch a replay of it. With that, happy Thanksgiving
to
everybody.
Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Night.
Good night.
All right. Night.